Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all colors, races, creeds, and kink, do you know where you are? You know where you are?
I do know where I am.
I don't think you know where you are. You sure you know where we are?
I'm at S.STREET Media.
Yeah, that's where we are.
On the Trip Over Radio.
But this is the Trip Over Radio Show! No turning me to psychedelic masturbation. What's going on, everybody?
Wow, I moved.
Hi, how's everybody doing? Of course, as you heard, Energy, we're here at S.STREET Media, and it's Wednesday, and it's cold like a motherfucker outside. I don't know why it's cold like a motherfucker outside. Feels like fucking Mother Nature's left titty, and her bra's off, it was cut off or some shit, and we getting all the gist of the cold air coming out of her cold breath. What's going on, everybody, for New York City or Brooklyn, New York, or wherever the fuck you're at? How you doing? I hope everyone is fine. I'm doing pretty good, and it's your boy Will BK. In case you don't know who's this crazy motherfucker up here, just running his mouth just the way I do. What do you want from me?
Big Will.
Oh, Will BK,
right?
Will BK, as they call me. Hey, all the people on I was about to say Periscope. On Instagram. I've never used Instagram Live. This is my first live Instagram, so you have to cut me some slack. It's a little new and different and stuff. But before I take all the shine, like I usually do, you have to still adjust my teeth because they're new and stuff, Still getting used to them,
Looking perfect.
They're
They're looking really good.
I'm drinking wine because, red wine, because red wine might stain them. And I ain't got no Pepsodent or whatever the fuck that shit is to clean them.
Pepsodent.
Whatever it is. But, it's working. Anyway, let me just go around the table, let y'all know who's up in the building. We got, of course, our resident cuddler supreme over here. The Philly Gypsy, the queen of the feel-good. The Empress of the Embrace.
Ooh, I like
everybody.
That
it's Genergy. Everybody give it up for Genergy. Genergy. That's where everyone's supposed to clap, but okay. We'll do better next time. Oh, a little late on it, but next time.
That was great.
And how you doing? You doing good?
I'm doing really good, yeah.
Everybody.
I had a bunch of sea moss today, and I'm
semen?
feeling sea moss.
Oh, sorry.
Not semen, sea moss.
Okay, I wasn't sure what you were talking about.
Yeah, sea moss.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling energized from it.
Ow, that's good.
Even though I'm not jumping all around, but you know my regular.
Ow. And of course we have a special co-host for the evening that is here chilling out with us. It's Chachi. Hello, Chachi.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Chachi Gems. Full effects.
Chachi Gems.
How's everybody doing?
Ow.
I have no idea where I'm at.
But
I'm fucking loving it.
but we're in Brooklyn, Queens, area.
Purgatory, basically.
Yes.
Is it purgatory?
Yeah. Yeah. So in case everybody's turning in for the first time, Trip Over Radio Show, we are a show that caters to people's vices. We talk sex and drugs and entertainment and politics and butt itch and all those other good things that people really want to know about,
I don't know that anybody wants to know about the butt itch.
I'm telling you, there are people out there that want
Ask
to
them
know
to please call.
about
Ask them to
butt
please
itch.
call. I have questions.
Those
questions.
telling you, that's why men have to start having nails. When you get nails, then you definitely will get that spot. You don't get that spot, then you have to keep going back over that
How
same
about you wash
spot.
that spot and you don't have to go over anything and your ass won't be itching? Come on.
Well, that's another theory. That's another theory, but
I mean, try it out once.
That's why they say once an adult, twice a child. So that's why
I see.
it's never
So
too
you're in the
old.
second childhood?
It's never too old to go back and scratch your booty or pull something out your booty, depending on depending on what you're doing.
True.
So anyway.
Interesting.
So yeah, we up here and chilling, and we up here with Hardy still out and on the mend. He should be back next week. I hope.
Well wishes, Hardy.
Well wish Hardy. Still getting his freak on out there.
Wasn't I can't blame that would be containable.
Wasn't it pickle week or cucumber week last week or some shit like that?
It was. It was.
And it was
like a
pickle
party.
week. Yeah, it's some pickle week shit.
It was, and there was a ad with pickles.
Yeah.
About,
you know,
about not really wanting the pickles though.
Oh man,
I think
Peter
I don't know.
Piper.
Maybe it was wanting the pickles.
I'm just saying.
I like pickles.
Yeah, me too. Well, I like them. I like them too. But
Do you like them sour? Sour pickles?
I do. I like a
pickles?
good dill pickle, but I do like a sweet one too.
Yeah.
I like both. Yeah.
First she's sour, then she's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, deal you go. Okay. You know that.
Maybe sour than sour.
Yeah, could be. So anyway, tonight we are just going to be talking some trippy news. We got a few things that we're going to be talking about over tonight. Some of our topics that we're going to be talking about tonight on trippy news. We're going to be talking about how Connecticut. We're not going to talk about it right now, but how Connecticut actually is the horny state. And then we're going to go about, and then we're going to talk about who are the states after Connecticut being the horniest. I wasn't thinking of Connecticut being that horny, but yeah, maybe no. I don't know.
I have some questions about that one.
I do too. You know what I'm saying? And also, what we got going on tonight, drug dealers who pose as addicts, who find clients in rehab. So they go in and acting like they
like setting the scene.
Yeah. And they got instant customers right there. So definitely.
I'm sure because everybody's on there.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking
scrolling.
about.
You see something that looks like a good spot. It's inviting and warm and has what you're looking for.
So we're definitely gonna be talking about that. And then we're gonna be talking about some 10 weird ways to improve sex. Through not just water but fruit and other different variables and. Of course, we got to always pick the most wild and craziest things.
I like the ad on that.
So
one,
we're going to be talking about. that. And we're also going to be talking about the beginner's guide to mutual masturbation. So in case if you just there are some perks to mutually masturbating. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's always perks to masturbation and always perks to being mutual.
You know what? I'm
doing
gonna get
it
raw
mutually.
tonight. This is serious. I
What do you mean?
rarely
You
masturbate. How about that?
Really?
What?
Yeah.
You rarely or you
I
just...
do whenever I'm in the mood, but I mean something. I rather the real thing. But I really just like be there by myself, like fingers up in me or whatever.
You have to talk into the mic, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Okay.
I rarely masturbate.
Okay.
Is that weird? Is that weird as I say text into this big mic?
Oh, I'm saying.
Right, it is big, right?
It's really big.
I'm saying.
That's what she said.
Oh God, they still. That never goes out of style.
Never goes out. Can I have a cigarette?
Do you are you multi-journal like me?
Multi-journal. I was me-sexual for a little bit. I was me-sexual. Like, I was, like, by myself. You know what's so weird? People think I'm such a sex kitten, right? But I'm what you call a conservative freak. You know what I mean?
Conservative freak. Okay.
Yeah, like lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets type girl. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So when I'm turned on, I'm turned on. But if I'm turned off, I am off.
Right.
Like, get off of me.
And it's not going on.
It's not going on. Like, it's going to thank you, my love. That's what I'm talking about. Can I get a light too, an ashtray? No, just kidding. I do need light. But yeah. Basically, growing up, like, I always thought, they teach us in school that your peak. I'm 42.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, my love. I'm 42 years old. I got no kids, single, and dated all shapes and sizes and colors and genders. You know what I mean? But I don't have a type. I just know what I like when I like it.
You're just asexual. Yeah. That's like the original, real asexual.
It's like what you was going back before we was talking to the young lady behind me. It was about energy. I heard this term because I don't like to label myself or what I am, whatever, but it's about energy. If I'm feeling you, I mean, it's one thing when you're fucking, it's one thing when you're making love, but when you're fucking making love, that's the best thing in the whole wide world.
Yeah. And we are definitely going to get to that also. We're going to be talking about that too, because that's going to be another coursework says. And also we have a phoner interview tonight with Jeffrey Howell of a very important gun group of Black Gun Owner and Education. Black Gun Owner and Education. We're doing a phone interview with them. So we'll be talking to them about, gun usage, the Second Amendment, dealing with militias,
The statistics. Of
statistics,
gun
and whether or
owners
not
and sales.
we should be teaching our children how to properly use pistols and stuff like that. Because maybe knowing how to use it would definitely give them a more mature or appreciative look on how to use one.
To have understanding of it.
So absolutely. So yeah, so those are the things that we're going to be talking about tonight. So I'm very excited. I'm very
Me
excited.
too.
So so we actually, because I should just get that out of the way first. The interview out of the way first, so then we can talk about all of our other crazy zanish stuff that we have going on
Let's
here
get crazy,
tonight
period.
and whatnot. So yeah, and also and also the other thing that we're going to also talk about is we're going to talk about guns and kink.
Ooh,
And somehow there is also a link for certain people that have a kink for that type of weaponry. I don't know if it's they like. I don't know if they like the gun upside their head or they like somebody putting the gun in their mouth or smacking upside the jaw. All these same similar dick motions. But hey, apparently there's a need for some type of weapon in their mouth or face or whatever.
I think a knife would be better.
No, I like the
sexier.
gun.
Yeah, that's a big
It's
case,
more,
knife fight.
I think like a gun to my head. I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Whatever you're into, whatever floats your boat. That's what I say.
saying,
But
man, it probably would
a
work
knife
with
is
you.
more sensual, actually. Believe it or not.
Well, we're talking about guns. We're not talking
Okay.
about knives.
Okay.
But I'm
Yes, sir.
saying-
Yes, sir.
But I'm saying, but I'm saying, but I guess
Don't
on
bring a knife to a gunfight.
You know what I'm saying? If you're on a nice trip or a nice or a nice trip or acid and you're doing it and you got a nice piece of weaponry right
Yeah,
upside your
and then you're
fucking
tripping,
head.
and then somebody's going to the
shit.
hospital or
I'm the
not
weapon.
making it to see the next morning.
I'm weapon. It's called a pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
That's the deadliest weapon of all.
always
It could be your best friend, your worst enemy. Let me tell
Absolutely.
you.
So we're gonna come back. We're gonna actually take a quick break because I had to go pee like a horse, and we're gonna come back and then we're gonna go ahead and we are going to talk to Jeffrey Howell, who's in charge of BSOE, sorry, and talk about guns and weapons and stuff like that. And it's a Drip Over Radio show, an alternative means to psychedelic masturbation. Your boy Will B. K, Jenna G, and Chachi Jams. And we're going to be right back in a second. Party people, don't go too far. I just scratched my butt. And we'll be right back.